Morning, Berwick Court School. What are you going to do today? Learn, enjoy, succeed. Welcome to Monday. It's the 8th of June. We're going to do our celebration assembly and we've got all sorts of things to talk about today. A very packed schedule. It is today our Ofsted anniversary, which is a little event that I have invented and like to celebrate, particularly with the staff. We received our outstanding grading from Ofsted in 2018. 2017. They visited us on the 7th and 8th of June 2017. So today it is exactly 3 years ago that they came to visit. And what a wonderful time we've had up until then and since then. And what we sometimes do in assembly and definitely in staff meeting is go back and have a little look through our Ofsted report, read some of the wonderful things they said about us and check that we are still as brilliant now as we were then. Luckily, Mrs. Robertson worked out the assembly schedule this year and she's given me so many other things to talk about today. We haven't got time to do that. So I will just sum up by telling you that we are at least as amazing as we were then, probably more amazing because we've grown so much, haven't we? We've got so many more classes, so many more wonderful children, so many more wonderful teachers having a really fabulous time. We've got our new building, we've done an amazing job of home learning. Berwick Court are the winners. Okay, I think we've got a birthday to celebrate today on our Ofsted anniversary day. Happy birthday to Anch. Let's sing to you, Anch. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anch. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a really lovely day, Anch. Let's have some quiz questions to start us off today. Here we go. Question number 1. What does a doctor use to find out if a patient has a fever? So a doctor might use one. Actually, we might use one at school sometimes. Your grown-ups might use them at home. And a fever is like a high temperature. So to find out if you're really hot, what would you use? Question 2. In Stuart Little, that's quite an old film. I don't know whether you will have seen it. In Stuart Little, what kind of animal is Stuart? If you haven't watched it, I would say that the clue is in his name. That might give you a clue. Question number 3. What do tadpoles turn into? There's probably lots of these down in the pond at Berwick. If you went down and had a look and there were some little tadpoles swimming around, what would they turn into? Right then, number 4. What is the name of Peter Pan's pirate enemy? Do some of you remember when we went to go and see it at the pantomime a few years ago? That was great fun. Oh, do you know what? Mrs. Breaker's booked the pantomime actually for this year, I think, so that's exciting. And question 5. Ostriches can run really, really fast, but they can't what? What can't ostriches do? Okay. 5 questions to get you going and we'll give you the answers at the end. Hooray! It's time for Star of the Week. 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 And for this I need to switch applications. Let's find out who our stars of the week are. Starting off in Redwood class, we've got one for George Baker for being so involved with your learning and wowing Miss Colbeck with your doubles work in maths. Well done, George. One for Josiah for an amazing week of home learning and showing perseverance. Great reason for a certificate. And one for Alex for having an amazing week and a great start back to school life. Well done to Alex. I've told the teachers that they can hand out a few more certificates this half term. I thought you might enjoy that to finish off the year. So in Sycamore class, there's Redwoods. In Sycamore class, we've got one for Hugo for writing an excellent character description of Stanley. We've been doing Stanley's stick this week in Sycamore. And one for Ollie for brilliant enthusiasm in all tasks. Well done, Ollie. Nell and Rose have got a joint one this week, which is nice, for great collaborative working, completing the literacy jigsaw. Do you know what collaborative means?
It means they worked really well together, which is very lovely to see. And one for Tilly, who also did some great work on Stanley's stick. She did, and Miss Tate has used some excellent alliteration here. Super story sequencing of Stanley's stick. Well done, Tilly. In Oak class, one for Zach for great effort in your new topic on time, which some people find quite tricky, so well done, Zach. And one for Maddie for participating in extracurricular activities and sharing those. That's really lovely. It's always nice to see what else you've been up to, so thank you for sharing. Oh, sorry, there's Sycamores. And one for Anch for showing really great resilience this week, which we talk about a lot, don't we? About being able to manage change and trying really hard and never giving up. So well done to Anch. There are your Oak awards for this week. For Willow class, one for Avina, who did a wonderful video all about Eid. Thank you, Avina. And one for Alexia for consistently producing a high standard of work that you should be proud of. And we're very proud of you too, so well done. And one for Hattie, all girls this week in Willow, for producing outstanding work this week. We can see how much effort you've put in, so well done, Hattie. There you are, name up in lights. All right, in Birch class, one for Olivia for fantastic enthusiasm on Edmodo. Really great to see that if you're still doing your learning at home, if you're managing to keep up that momentum and enthusiasm, we're really pleased with you because I know it's been going on for a long time now. And one for Telia, and one for Taylor for brilliant engagement. I was reading engagement underneath, for brilliant engagement with home learning. So excellent, well done, particularly hard when your brother's back at school. We're really proud of you for working hard at home, Taylor, good job. And hopefully you'll be able to come back to school soon. I really hope that we can have all our other classes in before too long. We'll have to wait and see what Boris says in a couple of weeks. Okay, and another one for Birch class, another couple actually. We've got one for Ria for fantastic creativity and imagination when finding and writing about hidden beauty. I asked Mr. Morris when he told me this if I could see the work, and Ria did some super duper work all about just a description of an umbrella, but some of the language that she'd used was phenomenal. Well done, Ria. I was really impressed to see that. And a really lovely one for Andy for being a fantastic historian and brilliant mathematician, much like Alan Turing himself. I'm guessing that's somebody you've been learning about this week, so he must have set a good example for you. Well done. Maple class, really proud of Maple class this week. Mrs. Nash is really proud of you. She's done so many certificates this week. You go across 2 lines, but I told her she could because if you deserve it, you should get it every time. So starting off in Maple class, Alfie, great timekeeping during your team's yeast race. That yeast race was hilarious. So well done to you. And one for Kobe for commitment and determination to complete Angle's work in maths. Well done, Kobe. One for Martha, 2 bulldogs this week for scientific predictions and reasoning. Mrs. Nash loves science, doesn't she? So I bet she was pleased with that, Martha. And this is a nice one for Amber for sharing positive lockdown experiences. I know that you did a circle time and joined in on Zoom and talked all about that. I'm really glad you had some positivity to share with everybody. And one for Barbara for your commitment and dedication to home learning. And Mrs. Nash says, your artistic flair is a joy to see. And the teachers give me so much to write, I can't always fit it on the certificate. So I had to put that extra bit on a post-it note and stick it on it. And another one for Maple. This one is for Elliot for sharing your scientific knowledge, vocabulary and enthusiasm with the class. Well done, Elliot. And Mr. Babington has done 3 sports awards this week. It's been really lovely to have some of you back at school taking part in some sports activities. Hopefully it won't be too long before we see some more of you back as well. So first one is for Gregory for showing great sportsmanship during break time dodgeball. So Mrs. Nash awarded you that one, but she'd done so many, there they all are, that I decided to put that one in the sports category. Well done, really impressed to see some sportsmanship there. And I know that you all talk about that a lot with Mr. Babington, and it's sometimes quite hard to be able to demonstrate that, isn't it, when you really want to win. So well done, Gregory. One for Arjun for 100% effort and showing brilliant skills in PE. Well done, Arjun. And last but not least, one for Abigail Humferson for brilliant control when dribbling the ball. Well done to Abigail and all of our stars this week. Your certificates will be winging their way to you. So I just wanted to give this a quick plug because Alexia and Caitlin's mum sent me an email about this. They said that they've been enjoying the quizzes on Assembly. I hope that you have too. And let me know about Random and Rocks, who do a local quiz, which you can join in with every Thursday. So I went on their website and this was some of the information that I found. I'm guessing they're carrying on and doing one every week. But look what I also found. Look at that. School winners. Berwick Court came second last week, and I do hear that that is not the first time that has happened. So amazing job to all of you who competed. And if you do enjoy quizzes, maybe you would like to log on via their Facebook page and give it a go. And you never know, maybe some of the questions I'm asking you in Assembly might come up and then you'll already know the answers. That would be really good, wouldn't it? Okay, I hope you enjoy that if you give it a go. So let's find out what's been going on. There won't be quite as many housework challenge points this week because some of you have been busy at school. But I tell you what, butterflies, somebody has been busy in your house. Have a look at this. Look, I'm covering up the number. 115 for butterflies. Wow. Well done to chicks on 30. Well done to spiders on 27. What does that do to your totals? I hear you cry. This is what it does. 1,304 for the butterflies. There is a 1 there, but my face is in the way. Sorry about that. Chicks, 1,099. And spiders, 1,252. Still pretty close, so keep going with that. Well done. And then our house points this week, a little bit lower because we awarded loads of house points and have continued to do for home learning. There might be a little bit of a lag on that. They might not have all come through and been counted straight away for this week because we're working in a slightly different way. And it might be that if you're doing your learning at school, there are so many other ways that we can reward you now. We can show your work to everybody else in your group, and we can celebrate you in class when we actually see you, that you might not get quite as many house points, but there's still a lot up here. So let's have a look. This week we have got 208 for the butterflies, 224 for the chicks, and 339 for the spiders. Spiders, you have leapt into the lead. Well done, you. Let's see what that's done to the overall totals. That's a 4. Everyone's on the 4,000. So butterflies, 4,577. Chicks, 4,551, slightly behind the butterflies. And racing into the lead this week, spiders, 4,590. Well done to you, super duper. All right, it is time to have a little look at the school newsletter and have a little look at some of those things that have been going on this week. So here we go. We have already looked at your housework points and your housework points and your house points this week, and we have decided that we will wait to celebrate those with you until we can have you all back together again. So we're not quite sure when that is, but we decided it wouldn't be the same unless we can celebrate all together. So we'll hang on for a little while before we do that. Have you seen the new pedestrian crossing out on the Braywhit Road? Very excited about this. It actually looks better than this now. I took this photo last week, but now they've taken the covers off and they're actually using it. So you can cross that really dangerous road. And I know loads of you live on the other side, so it'd be helpful for you. And it looks as though they're going to put a gateway in to our Kiss and Drop car park, which would be amazing because you'll be right there to come to school, which would be fantastic. Really glad for you. I hope you've been enjoying your class posters if you've got one at home to display, to remember all of your classmates. If you haven't picked yours up yet, there's still some in the lobby. And if there isn't one there when you collect one, we can get one for you. So if you'd like one of those to put up at home, then please pop in and get one. And then we put some information there about the quiz like we've just talked about. Well done to all of our stars of the week that we've just talked about. There they are, look. Have a look at Redwood class. Both Redwood bubbles have had a fantastic first week back at school. We use the UV hand inspection unit to check how clean our hands are and have got used to our new surroundings and continue to work super hard on our learning. There certainly have been smiley faces all round and lots of busy things going on. Look at all those wonderful things happening. We had some really good weather at the start of the week. Look, I think that's where that top photograph was taken, and all kinds of lovely things. So well done to all of you in Redwood, doing a fab job. Oh, look at that. They've got their hand inspection going on. So it shows up. The white spots are where your hands aren't clean enough. And you know what? Looking at those pictures, I can't really see any white spots at all. So well done. We're doing a great job of hand washing at school. That's excellent to see. Sycamore class it's been really lovely to welcome back so many children from Sycamore class. They've thoroughly enjoyed their first week back at school and have taken everything in their stride with big smiles on their faces. They certainly have. I've been upstairs with some of you. I think they would say the best thing is to have a new classmate to play with. And have a look here. Who's that? He's our new friend, isn't he? That is Dylan. And in lockdown, when doggy daycare doesn't open, Dylan has been lucky enough to come to school, and he has had an absolutely amazing time. He's really loved spending time with Sycamore class, and they've loved spending time with him. Look at all those lovely smiling faces. When I did the video of what school would look like for you when you came back, it doesn't look quite the same, where there's tape up and some of the desks are spread out and things like that. But actually, once the rooms are full of children and happy, smiley people doing lots of hard work and fun activities, it's felt just the same as always, really, and really lovely to have you back. So really nice to see such happy pictures there. Oak class, doing a brilliant job of persevering with your home learning, because I know it's been a bit tough when you know that some people are at school and we haven't been able to let you back just yet. So well done for really keeping your momentum up with this. So this week, Oak class have been learning all about time in maths and have done some fantastic work in literacy, writing a recount of Robot's final days. They've been superstars this week, with everything being a little bit different again, and we're really proud of how they've got on. We've received some fantastic photos of everything else they've been getting up to outside of home learning as well. And I think now we've closed down the project email address because Mrs. Bailey is helping with Oak class, then actually it's been really fantastic to be able to see some photographs of some of the other things you've been doing too. Congratulations to Archie, who took part in Race the Distance, where you do what you can exercise-wise. When completed, you can purchase a medal and all proceeds go towards the NHS. Archie rode around Dorney Lake and completed 5K. Well done, Archie. I've done that ride and it's beautiful, but it's quite a long way. And look at you proudly displaying your medal. Well done, you. Willow class, some more home learning superstars. We were so impressed with the masks you made before half term. They were amazing. We look forward to seeing more of your fantastic work this week. Look at those. I wonder who that is behind that mask. I'm not going to guess because I'm not quite sure, but it looks fantastic. You've done some really brilliant things. So well done to all of you. Okay, Sports Corner. It's been brilliant to be back at school. Mr. Babington is definitely the most excited about being back at school. If only I could give Stars of the Week to everybody. How lovely. This week, we've been focusing on control of our body. One of the more interesting points from these lessons is that sometimes speed is not the answer and control is easier when we're going slowly. Of course, PE and sport is for everyone to access. So for children still at home, I hope you had a go at the alphabet challenge. It's a real killer, and I'll be super impressed if you did any words longer than 7 letters. We'd still love to hear from you and how you guys are all staying active. So please send those emails in. Mr. Babington really does love those, so please do that. And there are some great pictures from PE with Maple class, and also when Mr. Babington was in Woodland this afternoon, they had the hand inspection unit. Birch class, a third set of home learning superstars. Pupils in both school and at home have had another excellent week. We've begun our unit on decimals, and all Birch's hard work on fractions is putting them in fantastic stead. That's where you see it all coming together, isn't it? In English, we have been considering what constitutes a treasure and have been highlighting the hidden beauty of objects, just like Ria got her certificate for. I've been very impressed with the children's empathy and creativity, which shone in their writing. It's always lovely to see how supportive you are of each other. And look, there's some really lovely snippets here from their Edmodo, which they use for their learning. So lovely to see really positive comments and saying really lovely things to encourage each other as well. So well done to all of you. Take the time to go and have a look at that another time if you would like to. So some notes from the office. Most important one if you're in school is that from today, lunches are going to be grab bags. And the reason we've decided to do that is so that you can eat in your classrooms, and that will be easier than trying to swap places with everybody in the hall all of the time, and it'll give you more time to play outside. So if you're having a school lunch, it will be a grab bag from Monday. And I hope I'm right when I say that every day you'll be able to choose ham, cheese, tuna or egg sandwiches. So it's a good choice for whatever your favourite is. All right then, Maple. Maple have started their inquiry this week based on the theme of knowledge and understanding. Mrs. Nash has been talking to me about this. She's been really excited about it. Just because we know something, does it mean we understand it? We are focusing on the theme, what is the role of microorganisms? Quite a hard question. I think that sounds like the sort of thing people might study at university. We've made great strides in our web of knowledge in terms of understanding what microbes are, the 3 classifications and how they were discovered. The class came up with a fantastic range of inquiry questions that we will spend this term investigating further. On Thursday, we had a live PSHE lesson where we discussed the positive effects that lockdown has had on our family life and how we can learn from our experience. Been really proud of Maple in particular, who have really adapted to having some children at home and some children at school, but learning all together. Look, so you can see the children who are at home on Zoom there, talking to all of the children who are at school. And actually that's been really effective. We're really proud of how you've managed to work within that new way of learning. So well done to you. And there's some of your science display stuff there. Excellent. Well done. And back to me.
And I'm back. And now I've got the answers to the quiz for you. Here we go. Number 1, what does a doctor use to find out if a patient has a fever? A thermometer. I bet loads of you got that one right. Well done if you did. Number 2, in Stuart Little, what kind of animal is Stuart? He's a mouse. Number 3, what do tadpoles turn into? Frogs. Number 4, what is the name of Peter Pan's pirate enemy? Captain Hook. And number 5, ostriches can run really fast, but they can't fly. They are flightless birds. So there we are. And to finish off today, we are going to learn a new song. We're going to learn a song called One Call Away. So for this, you are going to need the following Makaton actions. 1 call away. All right, should we do that one? I'm only 1 call away. And then it says, Superman has got nothing on me. All right, should we do that bit again? Superman's got nothing on me. And I'm sure you'll pick up the other bits as we go. Let's have a go, see if you can join in. Okay, this one starts a bit quick, so I'm going to have to hit go on the laptop so that I can watch it to try and sign along for you and then run back over. Let's go. One call away, I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing on me. I'm only 1 call away. Call me baby if you need a friend. I just wanna give you love. Come on, come on, come on. Reaching out to you to take a chance. No matter where you go, no, you're not alone. I'm only 1 call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing on me. I'm only 1 call away. Come along with me and don't be scared. I just wanna set you free. Come on, come on, come on. You and me can make it anywhere. So now you say oh, wow. You know Great job, everybody. Well done. Have a wonderful day. See you next time.